All right, this is a second repair attempt for Larry Gleason. Claim number 1137 Sierra 206 Foxtrot. Today's October 25th, 2022. It's 74 degrees. This is my target shingle here. I've identified this being the shingle we need to replace. I have to go up 2 scores of shingles to get the nail pattern out. Now this is an Owens Corning Supreme 25-year product. I'm using this as a temporary repair. I think it's better than a tarp. And anyway, so first I want to demonstrate. You know, this shingle's 17, 18 years old. I cannot damage it with a brush. I'm just trying to simulate the elements. You know, with rain, as it rains, granules get washed off, just like these other repair attempts. You stress that shingle. You know, it's been well over a month of rain, almost 2 months. You can see here the shingles, or the granules from this previous repair has been washed away, and looks like all these other wind damaged shingles up here, along with previous repairs from 2020. Now that same shingle, I abused it, and you don't see any granular loss. It's been out here in the elements for the same amount of time. That one has degraded excessively and prematurely, whereas this one, there's no evidence of degradation, even though it's been abused. So I can't use my bare fingers, so the brush, again, I'm simulating the elements. I can't damage these shingles or cause that crease with my bare hands or anything. Okay? All right, let's get to work. Well, first I want to see where the current. Picture where the current nail pattern is. Right there. That is the existing nail pattern. Now I've got to be able to lift this up high enough to drive that nail flush and not hit that on the downswing. Now the shingle installation manual claims to, during a repair, lift this up high enough necessary to drive a nail flush. So that's about how high I'm going to need to lift it right there. All right, so tore through that shingle. So that shingle above is now damaged as a result of the repair. Actually tore through that one as well, so it is now damaged as well. We at least have 2 more damaged shingles. Just pulling them nails through on accident. All right. Again, I'm just using this shingle as a temporary repair instead of a tarp, which I think would cause unnecessary damage around with the cap nails and things. There we go. That nail's not driven flush. Oops. All right. I don't know how well you can tell from this camera, but just with the shaking, vibrating of the roof here, I can see cracks right through here. Right there, you can see where the chalk is actually gathering in that void. Right through here. Have a bit here. And right through here. Now you saw before, you know, I couldn't remove any granules with my bare hands, the brush, or anything, so I'm just emulating the elements. The rain, when the rain comes down, it's going to wash away any loose granules. Of course, now the chalk's getting in the way, but that's pretty defined in there. That's pretty defined in there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. I'll take a picture. But that's pretty obvious. Right through there. Right through there, it's obvious. Right through there, it's obvious. So these shingles are super brittle at this age. Again, that's just my bare hands. I'm simulating the elements. I mean, these are super obvious, all down through here. Again, I don't know how well you can see that on the camera. Super obvious. Those are only going to get worse as it rains. Whenever, I mean, this shingle's so brittle, which is why those shingles are being squeezed out. So just stressing it a little bit pinches these granules out of the tar that holds them together, because the tar's no longer malleable or pliable, it's just dry rotted. So any kind of stress in that angle there is pinching them granules out, making them loose. Now it's exposed to the elements. The surface life of this shingle has now been reduced as a result of the repair, which is why it's not repairable. Look at here. I cannot damage that with my bare hands, but just a little stress, just to drive a nail flush and pull a nail. Now the granules are pinched out. I can actually see the fiberglass in here. This is way too old of a shingle to be repaired. Let's look at here. And I've already abused this one here. It's been in the elements for well over a month. I can bend that as much as I want. Young, malleable, pliable. The tar's still, I don't want to call it wet, moist or whatever, but it's still young and malleable. I can abuse that shingle all I want and not simulate any damage on a repairable shingle. With the slightest little stress on these shingles, due to the fact that they're so brittle, you know, just lifting it up barely, you get these little stress creases, stress cracks, whatever you want to call them. And that's because it's just too old to be repaired. So repairing that one shingle gave us, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more damaged shingles to repair one. Same thing over there. This roof's non-repairable.